people? How do people have rights over you? Have you be kind to the people? And one of the things that really grabbed me towards the religion of Islam is that I always believed that there was a creator. I always believed that it was a creator. I just didn't know who was this creator and how to worship this creator. I was raised in a Christian church, and I never got the answers. I always felt at a young age Christianity is not the proper way to teach me how to worship my Lord correctly, so therefore I had no religion. And when I started to read about the religion of Islam, for example, Allah is the one who's the creator of the heavens and the earth. He's the one who created all of us. He created our father Adam, and he created Eve, and from them two he made countless generations of men and women. And Allah is the one, for example, that's making it rain. He can make it rain in Alaska, snow in New York City, a thunderstorm in Miami, 180 degrees in Saudi Arabia. All this happened only with the permission of Allah. Allah is the one every single day, for example, he brings up some people. He honors some people. He dishonors some people. Every second he brings somebody to life. He taking the soul of a person. It's animals in the ocean that we don't even see that exist. Allah is providing for that animal. It's ants, it's animals in the jungle that we can't even see right now. They do not move without the permission of Allah. So all this let me know that this is why Allah deserves to be worshipped alone. When I read that, I said, this is a Lord, a God that deserves to be worshipped. This is a God, for example, the Prophet ﷺ said, even if it's a dark night and it's a black ant crawling on a black rock, Allah sees his movement. Allah sees his movement. Every single one of us in this room right now might be thinking something different in our head. Allah knows what we're thinking about. Every single one of us in this room might know what, we don't know what we're going to do in the future or the next second, but Allah knows what we're going to do. So this is why Allah deserves to be worshipped alone. And even if you're a Muslim or non-Muslim, Allah is the one that provides even for the non-Muslims. Your clothes, your food, your sustenance is from the one who created you, from the creator of the heavens and the earth. Allah is the one that created us. Look at our life. Most of us, alhamdulillah, we come from good families. We have nice clothes on our back. We're able to open our eyesight. Our heart is beating. We have fingers, we have our ears, we have our sight. All this is from Allah. And all Allah asks us in return, Allah says, for example, it's a story where the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, a person will be dragged out of the hellfire. And Allah will ask this individual, if you had all the treasures of the heavens and the earth, will you give this up to rescue yourself from the hellfire? Would you ransom yourself from the hellfire with that? This individual will say yes. Allah will say, I only asked you for less than that. I didn't ask you for the treasures of the heavens and the earth. Only thing I ask from you in return is to worship me alone, with no partners. Do not associate no partners with me. And as a human being, we should all say that that is only right. If Allah is our creator, if he created us, and all he asks for us in return is to worship him alone with no partners, don't set up no helpers, no partners. He has no partners. He asks us to worship him in return alone. And in the end, we will get paradise, inshallah. Then we should be able to do that. We should be able to do that because Allah doesn't need us, we need Allah. Even if we all worship Allah alone, it doesn't hurt Allah one bit. Even if every human being on the face of the earth never worship Allah ever again, it doesn't hurt Allah. The only people who will lose will be ourselves. So the more that I read about this religion, it was able to give me discipline. It was able to teach me to respect others. It was able to teach me to have respect for myself. You know what I mean? It was letting me know that I will have accountability one day. I was going around and I had a mentality, and I think most of the people from the street, they had this mentality that because you're a thug, because the way you was raised, you start feeling bad for yourself and start saying, well, I know for myself, I thought this way that if I kill this person, God gonna forgive me because he knew these people killed my mother and father when I was a child. If I go around and I shoot at this person, God gonna forgive me because I didn't have parents. If I smoke weed and drink alcohol, God don't understand I didn't have parents. And when I became a Muslim, I said, oh, it doesn't work like that. Because it's my choice. It's not the choice of my mother and father. On the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, they won't be able to be responsible. On the day of judgment, no one will be responsible for my deeds. And I won't be responsible for the deeds of another person. So it's very important that if there's any non-Muslims in here, I would say that you should take your time. Because the ultimate success is I can speak to you about staying away from drugs. And I can speak to you about many friends that I've seen get their head blown off. But the ultimate success is returning back to your creator. Because everything lies in the hands of the creator of the heavens and the earth. That's the true success. And he's the only one that can really help us. And everything else will be temporary help, you know. And that's what helped me. The religion of Islam saved my life, alhamdulillah. The first step, I'm sure many people in this room do believe that someone created them. And I'm sure they do believe that someone is the one that make the sun sets and the sun rises every single day. Someone is the one that make the England weather be hot one minute and cold the next minute. I know they have to say someone's in control of this. And all you have to do is for these individuals, everything takes steps. The main important thing in the religion of Islam is that our Creator just asking us to worship Him alone. The first step that they can say, look here, man, Allah is our Creator. Let me take that first step by believing He created me alone, and let me take that first step by worshiping Him alone. And then after that, you can work on other things, man. But the main thing is at least give your Creator His rights, you know? And everything takes steps, man, you know? What advice that Tupac gave me that I can give you guys, one of the things that Pop used to always teach us about is education. He was very severe when it comes to reading and educating ourselves, you know what I mean? And this is why it's very important that we, every individual in here, should try to better themselves, get education. Like I mentioned earlier, of course, we know the most important education, you should want to know why you created. That's the most important, who's your creator. But also you should try to get some education so you can be a positive influence in your neighborhood. So he used to always try to get us to read and things like that, you know? Unfortunately, Tupac wasn't a Muslim when he passed away. Nah, thank God, because to be honest, I don't say this with arrogance, but I was in the Outlawz, I was the main leader, the one that was calling them to all the evil. So when they was able for me to walk away, like Idi Amin, one of the members of the Outlawz, he said, man, as an outlaw member, I used to pray for you. And I used to pray that no matter what it is, to let you change your life. So when I became Muslim, they was my #1 supporters. They was, at first, they didn't understand, but they were so happy for me, you know what I mean? And many people in America, even gangsters amongst the streets, when they see that you had a bad life and you change your life, they will be the ones that support you, you know? So over there, you know, people would like to see people do better, you know? Yes, alhamdulillah, all the Outlawz became Muslim, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. The Hype Project is helping young people evolve. It's a project that I'm working on. It's coming along pretty good. In fact, we established a center in Newcastle. Some of the brothers out there, they have a center, and they brought me over to basically do the Hype event, helping young people evolve. When we go out, we go to the street corners, we able to really get down and dirty, go out to the street corners with the kids at, have one-on-one sit-downs with them and speak to them, have some barbecues, cookouts, and some trips like that. So it's coming along pretty good, you know? I think that you guys should basically just pay attention to what's happening in America. For example, if you walking down the street and you happen to be trying to get to a location and you just found out that it was a big earthquake at that location, everything destroyed, you probably would want to turn yourself around, correct? I think that you guys should look at America and be able to look at the situation in America and turn yourself around. I think the examples you can look is you can take our mistakes of what we've done. America is so out of control that I don't see no way, and Allah knows best, that they will be able to stop the gun crime. I don't see how you can be able to stop the gun problem when right now, if I was in America, I can go in the corner with $20 and buy a pistol, $30 and buy a pistol. Right now, I can go to a person in America, to a crackhead, and say, look, man, I'll give you crack if you murder this person. This is it's so corrupt over there. You know what I mean? So I really think that you guys need to take that as an example. Just look at the mistakes that America done and say, we don't want it. Because the youth have a mentality, though, that they want their city to be tough. They want to be tougher than America. I guarantee you that'll be the worst mistake you ever do. When a person put a shotgun in your face, or a person put a shotgun in your mother's face, or kill your little brother, it'll come back eventually. You'll regret it. You know what I mean? So just look at the mistakes we've done and try to be better than that. As Islam, alhamdulillah, Islam, mashallah, is what really helped our people, especially the African Americans and the Hispanic people. It helped the neighborhoods. It helped people. For example, many places in America, when the people establish Islamic communities, the drug dealers leave out of that community. So even in America, the non-Muslim, they happy when Muslims move in their community because they say now the people going to stop selling drugs. Now the people going to think twice before they do a drive-by shooting in the neighborhood of the Muslims. So it's the only thing that really helped us, man. You know what I mean? It helped the people, helped get us out of a life of darknesses. You would go see some of the worst people that would be. I had people from my neighborhood that I thought walking past, and I told a friend of mine recently, I said, man, I thought your life was finished. And alhamdulillah, Muslim now, the brothers on the Sunnah changed his life around. So Islam, what else can help the people but their creator? You know what I mean? Everything else will be temporary.